I'm trying. Put that one on. That's better, I think. Oh my goodness. Good afternoon. Oh my goodness, everybody's in. Jane, love my family. Simon. Oh my goodness. I'm lagging. Oh, don't. I'm going to turn the phone off. Just give me a sec. I've got to angle the phone a bit better. That's better. I don't want a boob shot. So, good evening, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I'm doing okay. Ready to go again. But yeah, my favourite paranormal investigators. Oh, bless you. Hope you're well, Jane, my lovely. Just checking if I've got any names on the sheet. Jane Harrison, you're gonna be number one, my lovely, today. Oh, just write number one. Let's see who else comes in. So, Jane, don't you disappear because you're my number one. Oh dear, how's everybody's morning been? It's a bit dark. Well, it's not dark, it's this camera. You're welcome. Brian, hello, my lovely. How's you? Hope you've all been having a good morning or a good day. Oh, shouldn't be smoking, but can't help it. Oh, I will start in a minute and then I'm just waiting for John just to load his stuff up and then I can start with the tarots. So for anybody that's, oh, double chins, anybody that's posted link in other vids, all well here. Oh, bless, thanks, Brian, my lovely. Anybody that's interested in the tarot cards that I use, they are the Pauline tarot cards. Can you see? I know it's a bit thingy. But they're the ones that I do use. I like using these because I like the cards tell their own stories, which is what I like to do because, as you know, I just read the pictures. I've got no knowledge of the book or what anything stands for. So you will see probably people popping into chat, other tarot readers, and saying, "Oh, thank you. I like that." Yeah, excuse me. They're a lovely deck. But all tarot readers all read differently. Oh my god, I'm going in and out at light here. All tarot readers will read differently. I just read by pictures. Some will read by the pentacles, the wands, and the actual meanings of the card. To me, they have no meaning. The meaning is just what I see in the picture. So I'm going to get started and I'm going to say, Jane, my lovely lady, pick us a number. Afternoon, Mama Cass. Hope you're well, my lovely. Little Gem, hello. Little Gem, you're my number 2. Let me put you on. So you're number 2. Jane's give me number 8. Just bear with me a second. I've just moved my table. So I'm just going to turn the camera. I'm not organised, ladies. Hi, Davina. Hope you're well, my lovely. Davina, are you on my list? I'm sure I've seen your name. Pardon? Have you already read for Davina? I don't know. I could have read Davina's already. That might be why it's... Oh, no. She's there, I think. Davina 191. Davina, is your second name Moran? Afternoon, sissy, my lovely. Yes, son. Right, love, you're my number 3. Lisa Hamilton. I'm sure I've got Lisa, unless I've already read Lisa's. Lisa Hamilton, you're my number 4. Oh, it's all happening. So, tarot is quite popular for all types, it seems. I think so, Brian. I think so. But again, I think it's same as investigating. Everybody investigates differently. Everybody reads cards differently. And everything else. Love my family. You're on my list, aren't you? Did you read Love My Family yesterday? No, Love My Family is number 5. Love My Family is number 5. 95 is alive. 95 is alive. Johnny 5. Oh my goodness. So, right, I've got 5 down, so I've got another 5 to go. And we'll see if any of the others pop into chat. If not, pop your name. 2 minutes, Davina. Oh, threes, you're looking up. That's good. Turn that down. I've got it in speaker. Who's put lol? Lol, you want to be added to list? Lol. This is my list. This is my list so far, and it keeps getting longer. So every time I think I've got my 10, it adds. Lol, I'll put you at number 6. And then we'll see what happens, because I know Loretta's coming in. So Loretta I'll put down as number 7 with a question mark. Hi, I'm here. Which ETA team?
Me.
Oh, is that you? That's, oh yeah, you come up in orange, in yellow gold, don't you?
ETA, nobody else is ETA on YouTube.
No, we go on as, I go on sometimes as ETA, but you come up as gold with a crown on your head because you're a numpty. Right, so number 1 we've got Jane, number 2 we've got Little Gem, number 3 we've got Davina, number 4 I've got Lisa, and number 5 I've got Love My Family, and number 6 I've got LOL. So Little Gem, yeah, I've just read you out, love, your number 2, so I'm just passing it over to John.
I'm the glamorous assistant.
He's my glamorous assistant.
You've got a little black dress on.
I think. No. Look at that, my candles are out of sync with each other. That's better. Right. Who did I say were first?
Jane.
Jane. Sorry, my lovely, just chuck us your number again.
8.
8.
I think it was.
I got home, then I thought he'd be still in the woods. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these readings are your past, your present, and your future. So Jane, let's start with your past. So the past, you've got the world. So you can see this card. So I'm just going to move it to the side and just have a look at it myself and see what I get from this one, my lovely. So with this one, I'm getting kind of like a very free spirit, a very free-spirited person. I think you did used to hide away a little bit because you like wearing a mask. So whether you like 2 personalities, like a split personality, but I think you're quite a loudish character. Definitely. Definitely something going on. This circles around your tummy area. So I'm not sure whether you had any like tummy problems when you were younger. But I can't tell you whether it's serious or not serious because again, it's in your past, my lovely. But I just think that there might be something going off round your tummy. You've got lots of little butterflies from you. So I think you've like through your past, you've like baby stepped your way through. But you've definitely just been like on the up. Because you've oozing with these lovely little butterflies. I don't think you've got your feet firmly on the ground, like I say. I think you're like a little bit of a whirlwind, kind of youngster. I think there has been some ruffles along the way, because the waves are showing, but nothing that you couldn't overcome. But yeah, and I think sometimes, Jane, you fight your own demons in your head. in your past. I think I'm not trying not to look at chat, Jane, because I don't want to get any info. But I think you've had some demons in your head or some issues that you dealt with in the past. But the ray of sunshine that you're holding in your hand shows that you are going to overcome these demons. Or whatever it is that you've got. I don't know why I'm saying demons, because I hate the word demons. But you know what I mean. You've got these like it's demons. But you've got like there's something going off in your head anyway, and it's yeah. But I think it all gets sorted. But like I said, I think it's been little baby steps for you all the way in your past. So the next card, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. So, right. So let me have a look at this one. So this one, I think, I don't think your world's been turned upside down. But I think that you're like in middle of, I'm going to say nine. It's a nine, so I'm going to say 9 decisions. But there's one decision that you've got to make. All these are like little frivolous. Is that a word? Yeah, like little decisions that don't really mean anything. Well, they do, but they don't. But there is one decision, one big decision you're gonna have to make. I don't know whether one of these in the background was to do with a person, because you've got somebody there hiding away, you see. So I don't know whether that one of these, whether this big decision is to do with the one person, or that was to do with one of the little decisions that you've got going off. But there's definitely a decision to be made. Um, I, for your tummy area, it's covered again. So I don't think you suffer continuously, but I think every so often it could, you could like get some discomfort. But it's not showing all the time, Jane, my lovely. Your future card, you've got the Page of Cups. So again, this goes back to your beginning one, because on your beginning card, can you see that? Let me move it up. So on your beginning card, can you see these squirrels here? So you've still got them squirrels. So I think sometimes your feet still aren't on ground. I don't think you're grounded yet. Now that's saying one decision. This is saying that's a decision, and I think this is a path that could lead. Well, every path leads 2 ways in a decision anyway. Well, you don't. It could lead 5 ways, but I think this is relating to this. Could be 2 actually. It could be 2. Look out for 2 things coming, because there's definitely 2 things that are coming. Again, I think health-wise with your tummy, Jane, I think that's just an on and off problem that like I said, just comes and go. But you're not as bad as what you were in your past, because it's like loosening up round you. There's definitely a celebration on the cards, but that's going to be when this decision's made, or these 2 decisions. Because like I say, I'm seeing 2, so it could be number 2, or it's to do with 2 decisions that you've got going off. But there's definitely a celebration coming up. Going to be a bit topsy turvy how you get there, but there's definitely a celebration, my lovely. And then your overall card, you've got the 4 of Pentacles. And again, I think this just reflects back on to all your other 3 cards, because I know you're hugging the cushion there, but to me that's on your tummy area, if you know what I mean. I just relate it to what I see from other cards. So I think in your past you did struggle with your tummy. Again, you've got the 2 big plants coming off down here, which I think is going to be your 2 decisions that you've made. These symbolize all the other decisions that you've got. I think you have got to be a little bit guarded at times, and not allow yourself to you need to find that grounding, Jane. You need to ground yourself. That's what I'm getting from these ones. But yeah, that's like your overall card, my lovely. I hope that was okay for you, Jane. And thank you for letting me read your cards today. I think Loretta's number 7.
You already put that.
Yeah, I've already.
Alright,
Yeah.
sorry.
Was that all right for you, Jane? Did you understand any of what I said?
Lisa.
Yeah, I know Lisa's on. Amazing spot. Oh, bless. Thank you, Jane, my lovely.
Little gem.
Little Gem, is that next? Yeah. Little Gem, can you give me a number, please, sweetie? Had stomach surgery. Oh, bless you, Jane, my lovely. I hope everything's okay now. I hope everything. I hope, like I said, I do feel that you do struggle on and off, but it shows that it's not restricting you in any way. If you get what I mean. Oh, Brian, you must be a veteran.
What about breakdancing?
I know, not to do with tarots. Number 3. Right, my lovely little gem.
It's a lot better. Good and bad here.
Yeah, my lovely. I don't mind you messing about talking about other stuff while I'm doing tarot readings, you nutters. No, I'd like your style on the tarot, but didn't get time to pop in yesterday. No worries, Mama Cass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, excuse me a sec. I didn't know if I was going to burp. I had a mouthful of coffee. So, little gem, your first card, you've got death. This is not a negative card. This is a very positive card. So, what I see for you in your path straight away is lots of changes going off when you were younger. Lots of changes around you. I wouldn't say you had to fight your way through, but they were like a path that you followed from being young, and it's a path that nobody were going to knock you off that path, but definitely a lot of decisions and stuff being made around you when you were little. But you're free because you're on the horse, you're riding the horse, so you're like full steam ahead. Um, in the tree, I don't know whether at times you sort of like, I mean, you can see 3 heads, but I only saw the first 2. I don't know whether sometimes through teenage years, you used to like fight with yourself, and struggle between that being a child and growing up. Um, I think that were a struggle for you, back when you were younger. That transition from like teen to adult, or from like junior to senior, whatever. There were definitely a transition going off there that you were dealing with yourself because you just like cocooned yourself. But you was definitely free. But like I say, loads and loads of opportunities, I think, for you in your past. Because death is not, I know death is an opportunity card. And yeah, definitely. I don't know if there's anything to do with sailing in your past, only because this to me looks like a little like sailing boat. I know it's on a tree, but I can only take what I see. So yeah, it could be travel, but I think it's travel on water rather than. Excuse me. I think it's travel on water, um, little gem. I think it's more travel on water. Um, but yeah, you definitely had. You were definitely a free spirit though, and I feel that you're sort of like maybe attracted to, or animals are attracted to you, just because you've got like this bird symbol here. and it's like looking at you, not away from you. And you've also got the one hanging above you. So I think you could have been surrounded by animals when you were younger. So that's your past. Your present, you've got the Queen of Swords. Now, to say how a free spirit you were back then, your present, you're cocooning yourself away, or you're putting a protective layer upon yourself. You're like hiding within yourself. You know, like when I said you're like fighting that from child to adult there. That's what I feel like that you may be going through a little bit at the minute. It's like you're surrounding yourself in a cocoon, um, as though you're waiting to blossom. If that makes sense. I still think animals are a big thing round you. Um, Now you've got a sword in your hand and you've got a couple of cups there. So you're going to be fighting for something, or whether that sword's just to free yourself. Um, but whatever it is that you're hiding from, you need to like be stepping out at shadows and getting back on that path that you were originally that you started off, because back here the opportunities were amazing. So I don't know if you've gone through something that's sort of like, I don't want to say like an abusive relationship or something like that, but something's happened to you that's made you quite fearful. Um, because like I say, you're surrounding yourself or you're fighting within yourself to get free, my lovely. Your next card is Ace of Cups. Well, as you can see on this one, whatever's gone off here, you've definitely used that sword and you've cut yourself free. You're definitely blossoming again. Now there's something on your mind, because if you can see, you've got like wings on your top of your head. So I think there is going to be some kind of flight for you, whether that's travel or moving. But definitely see that coming up on your cards, my lovely. But again, you've got that cup in your hands. Now, this one ain't a celebration, but this is showing like 5 strands. So I think there's going to be 5 opportunities coming up for you. Um, you need to stop letting them from there. That snakes again. It's attached to you, and you're holding yourself back from making a decision for whatever reason, maybe to do with this one, maybe to do with something else, but you've definitely got 5 opportunities coming up. And again, I see animals round you. So whether it's to do with animals or you're just an animal lover, I'm not quite sure, my lovely, but yeah, your future looks bright. Your overall card, so again, you've got the Chariot, so you can see at the bottom where you've got your horses. You can see where you've sort of like lost your way. Or it's this situation here that's really it's changed you in a way. But the white horse, you've got to get on and you've got to follow and you've got to get to this point in your future. But it is going to happen because your dark horse is facing down. So the dark stuff is going to start moving slightly down and the good stuff is going to start happening. But you've got to cut yourself out of this cocoon that you're in, and you've got to free yourself up, Lil. So that one's for you, my lovely lady. So was that one okay, little gem?
This is 2 cats and a parrot.
Oh wow!
Just retracted it.
Oh, you've just retracted. Wow! So you have got pets round you. Thank you, Mama Cass. Davina, you're next, my lovely. If you don't mind dropping in comments on this video afterwards, are your readings gone? If what you've understood, what you can't, don't go into personal stuff, but just explain what you can and what you can't explain. And yeah, and then because it just gives others a chance then to see and see if they can step in. I hope you understood most or all or some of it anyway, little gem, my lovely lady. And thank you for allowing me to read for you. So, Davina,
The number.
your number, please. Oh, bless. Thank you. 3. So, Davina, your first card I've turned over is the King of Pentacles. So, let me see here. Let me see. There were definitely 2 opportunities for you going back in your past. I think one possibly could have been working away, whether it's working away from home or working away somewhere different. That's what I'm getting with these wings. That somewhere whether when you're young in your younger days, I think whether the opportunity come away for you to work away or work abroad. I think that possibly could have been an opportunity for you. I do feel that though that you were weighed down by a lot of stuff because you've got a lot of things, but you've got a leg out. So it's like it's not that you're not bothered about this, what's going off, but it's like it's not your drama. It's like you're being dragged into drama. You're being dragged into something. But there's definitely opportunities and two good opportunities for you to get away from all this drama around you. Because like I said, you've got one foot off floor, so you were just waiting to get that other leg off. But again, I think sometimes you might have thought that things weren't going your way, but actually they were going your way. It brought you to the right path. Whatever happened, it brought you to that. It led you down the right path, my lovely. Your next card, you've got the 6 of Pentacles. So again, I still feel like now you're grounded, you're away, you're not in the drama as such, or whatever this was weighing you down on this card. You're not in that as much because you can see you've got 2 free feet there. And it's like in Dorothy, Wizard of Oz, you've got red shoes, so it's like follow the yellow brick road. So you're like back on right path. I still feel these opportunities coming up. I think somebody's going to give you a gift. Because I see the hand. Oh, you're gonna have to take that, but you have to take it in the kitchen. I do see like somebody's offering you a hand, or they like giving a gift to you, and that's something that's happening now. But there's definitely somebody there reaching for you to give you something. And that's not the only gift you're going to get because you've got another gift waiting down here. So for me, I think you've got to start following that road that you were getting out of there and continue going down that path. And you are going to be rewarded as you go down that path, my lovely. I think you've got some things going off in your head, but then again, so's everybody. Everybody's got stuff going on in the head, and that's an obvious one. But there's definitely some dreaming going off. But yeah, there's definitely things going off. But all this is all left behind. Your next card is your future card, and you've got the Lovers. So you've got the Lovers card. So again, with the Lovers card, I think this possibly could be going back to these 2 gifts. I think somebody's wanting to I'm not going to say a new relationship, but I think there's a friendship. I think there's going to be, you're going to get two strong friendships along the way. One you might not be too sure on, but one definitely, you're definitely going to make that friendship. And I think that one's going to follow suit with that one. Again, I still think that there's something coming up where you've got to travel, because you've got like your Mary Poppins brolly there, and again you're still holding on to that brolly. Expect a letter. I think you're gonna have a letter coming sometime soon in your future. Whether this is the letter about the travel or the move or the work or whatever's coming, there's definitely something coming. You are starting to let love back in your heart or trust or something, because you're surrounded there by loads of hearts. Um, and you've got red coming back around you, and I don't know if you can see, but you can see that tiny little heart there. You're either loving yourself or you're going to allow somebody else to show you that love, my lovely lady. Your overall card, there we go, you've got the Devil, which is perfect for this, because again, I think this relates back to the Devil with the drama, all this drama, what we're going about round with you there. You're then stepping away from the drama here, which is allowing these two or this person here to come into your life and give you the love and respect that you deserve. I do think you are going to let your hair down a little bit. I do think you are going to take some risks, which I think that's coming onto these two cards. But yeah, you're definitely not going to get pulled back into that drama, because you can see it, to me, that I take that as it's like receding. So it's like you're pulling it back up. So your legs are firmly on the ground, my lovely. So that one's for you, my lovely lady. I hope that made sense to you. And gone. Ooh, I just. Jonathan's not helping me very much. 3, 4, right. So, Davina, could you make any sense of that, my lovely? John, shut kitchen door. John, you close kitchen door.
Yeah.
Do you know, he's so loud, and I don't think he realizes camera picks up conversations. Missed that. All makes sense. Oh, bless. Thank you, Davina, my lovely. Next, Lisa Hamilton, my lovely lady. Could you give me a number? Is Lisa still in? Thank you. You seem to do amazing. 6. Oh, bless. Don't answer that. You're going to jinx me, Lisa. Yes, my lovely. Everything I do is free. Well, let me just move that wire. So, my lovely. Right, Lisa, start with your past. So the past, you've got the Emperor. So let me have a gander at this one. Ooh. So, I think in your past, I think you've got one foot behind the other. So I think you had to do a lot of self-learning. And again, it's like them baby steps that you take. Feet are on floor, but it's like you need to follow yourself and not others. So you sort of like but you could also be, are you treading carefully around others? Possibly. Hang on, give me a second. I think you could have had to tread carefully when you were younger, my lovely. I'm not going to say it was a strict upbringing, but it were what is it's not strict and it's not but it were proper, like proper ladylike kind of thing. I get that from your past, that I think you had to that's how you were brought to grow up, was like that proper lady. So you were very, everybody's polite. Well, some people are polite, but you know what I'm saying. But you're definitely treading careful around something or somebody. I don't know whether horses. Is it a horse that? First time I looked at that, it looked like a horse. So I'm going to stick with a horse. I don't know whether horses are relevant to you or somebody around you. Because there's also a face there. So it might not necessarily be your horse, but there's somebody around you back when you were younger to do with horses. I don't think you had to tread carefully around this person. But yeah, but you were like you was brought up when you was younger to like prim and proper, if you know what I mean. Treading on eggshells around people for definite, and always putting that one foot forward as though you were trying to get out of a certain situation. There's one situation that you were trying to get out of. But again, you've got somebody hiding in the back. Now, I don't know whether this would be a sibling, somebody that I think looked up to you. I think this person used to look up to you, but also used to sort of like feel like they were behind you, if you know what if you know what I mean. I don't think you were weighed down by much, because you're like holding the ball in your hand, and it's like I don't know, but you're definitely not. I don't think you've got any baggage, if you know what I mean, that's around you holding you back or anything like that. But there's definitely somebody that does look up to you. And like I say, I think there's something to do with somebody in horses and the prim and proper way to behave growing up, my lovely. Your next card, you've got the Temperance. So everything that happened to you growing up led you to be this person. And I find, Lisa, I think, I'm not saying you love yourself, Lisa, but you believe in yourself. You've got a lot of self-belief, determination, motivation. I think at times round you now, I think sometimes though you could feel like you're ready to fall off, but again you're on that pedestal, so there's somebody around you that still idolizes you and looks up to you for their answers, or for your, like, it's not like you have to give approval, because I think you do love this person, but it's like they're always wanting your approval for some reason. But that's nothing to do with you. I think that's more to do with them, because they're not showing on card. But you're definitely very confident. Now, whether this person wants to be like you and they're not like you, but I think at times, yeah, I think you're put on a pedestal, and I think sometimes you don't want to be on that pedestal. But I think you do enjoy life. few things happening around you. Nothing drastic, nothing bad, just like everyday life. I think you've just got like normal, I'm gonna say family drama. And that round you, my lovely. Um 2 cups though. See, you got fire and water. I don't know if that could be a birth or like a new. I don't think it's a new beginning. I don't know. I don't. I can't. I can't work. I'm trying to work out whether I think that that's a new beginning or a new birth. I'm just going to say for new birth because a new birth is a new beginning. I'm not sure. Oh, it's puzzled me, this one. Yeah, I'm going to say a new birth. I think there could be a child possible coming. Girl and boy. Maybe having twins. Your next card is your 2 of Wands, which is your future card. And again, you're just walking through life as a breeze. Again, this drama, what's happening around you here, I think that's always going to be a part of you, because I think that relates back to this, whoever this young person was in your past. I think that relates back to them. It's like I don't know. I'm trying to find my words. It's like they don't want to let go of you. You know, it's like they don't want to be without you. But I do feel, because you've got the world above your head here, and you're like doing like to me, I'm looking and I'm seeing a hop, skip, and a jump. I do think though you can be very protective over this one person. I'm the one person from your past. I do think you can be very protective over that person. And I think, I think it's a two-way thing. I think you're holding on to them and they're holding on to you in your future. It's not a bad thing. But again, I'm world, so I'm going to say there's going to be travel coming up. And I think it is going to be to another country. It's not going to be the country you're in. It's going to be to another country that you're going to travel to. But definitely, that's definitely coming up. But I don't think it's like a move as in a house move. But I do think that you're going to be like flying to the other side of the world coming up in future. Your last card, you've got the 10 of Swords. Look at you there. Look at that. So, 10 of Swords. So, what do we see? So, your 10 of Swords, I think that goes back to, when I said you were feeling like you're not trapped there, but you were like being brought up to be a proper lady. And sometimes I think it were like that sigh. I think sometimes this is how you feel when you're put on your pedestal. I think you just want some sort of, just give me a break. I'm not that good. I'm not saying you're not that good, Lisa, but do you know what I mean? I'm just like saying, you just like, don't put me on a pedestal. It's like I don't need to be on one. It's like a sigh of release you're doing. And I think that comes into play with this one. Now you've got these swords you are going to release. I mean, there you're just left with your 2 of them. So a lot of these are going to like just disappear. But there's definitely something to do with you and 2 people left in your future. Possibly 3, because there's like 3 swords in window. But yeah, but I think you just need to like reassure this other person and talk to this other person. But I think sometimes, like I say on this card, I think you can both be as bad as each other. Which to me I think it's sibling rivalry, or it's a best friend. Like somebody that you would class as family. But yeah, that's what I'm reading off them, Lisa, my lovely. Hope that was okay for you. My first ever reading, can't believe how true it was. That part about me loving myself. Again, I was thinking about it the other week, saying I need to start because the hate is getting worse. Now I am. Oh, bless my lovely. Agree with that, Davina. I'm pretty sure it's hate on myself from others to me. Does affect us. Forgiving thyself and loving thyself is not a crime. It certainly is not. And I did see somebody put back in chat, Martin's happy place. Just bear with me a second, my lovely, because I'm just putting you on list. Right, I've got your list, my lovely. Whether you make this one, I don't know just yet, but we shall find out. Love my family. You're next, my lovely lady. If you can give me a number. Don't forget these numbers. I've got to have a personal meaning to yourself. I'll have Port's chat. Me and my sister moved 300 miles apart and now we're so close and best friends. Oh, bless. But did she put you on a pedestal? Or other way around, whichever. I don't know which way it'd go, but obviously they're your card, so I'd have seen you. Where's Love My Family? 8. There you are, my lovely. Thought you'd done a runner on me then. Don't forget, my lovelies, please leave me a thumbs up because it does mean so much. And don't forget to comment in the comments after I've posted the video. So, love my family, let's start with you. No, I can't run. I will end up in hospital. Oh, bless you, my love. Are you like me? If we run, then, yeah. Right, so going back to your past, you've got the 9 of Pentacles card. Can you see these cards okay? That better. Best thing you said was new birth. I truly hope so. Oh, bless. Well, I've got, like I said, I think you got, to me, it were twins. You got 2. Because it were, you got the pinky ribbon and the blue ribbon. So just be careful it's not twins. But let me know if you do. Right, love my family, let's get going. So, what do I see in this card? In your past, I think you was a really quiet, shy girl because I'm getting that this one here is you. And I think you had a really good relation with, I'm going to say your mom or could be Nan. It's the lady's very young, so but she could have been young and outgoing. Prime Minister, you had a really strong connection with one lady. It's either your mom or your nana, I think. But whoever this lady is, she was a really, really strong character in your life, and she really helped you build up and give you the confidence that you needed. I think she guided you on every step. I'm not sure whether this lady is I'm going to say it, and don't get nobody shout at me. But like a witch, a white witch, that's a better word, a white witch. I feel this lady is very, very spiritual, though, whoever she is. Very, very spiritual. And I think she guided you down a spiritual path. And I don't think it's like I'm not going to say full pagan, but of that kind of belief, not the normal Christian route or Catholic route. There's definitely something else, another religion. But I do feel that this lady was a very spiritual lady. And yeah, she definitely either got you started on the path of being a spiritual person or helped you along the path of being a spiritual person. So your next card, we've got the Page of Cups. And again, for you, it's like you're surrounded by spirituality. Excuse my lisp and tongue. But I feel you're filled with, you're like surrounded by it. It's like, it sounds daft, but it's like everything's magic. Your life, I feel, is balanced, not all the time, but I feel you do have a lot of balance in your life. And I feel this lady still plays a big part in where you are or what you do. Now, now you're standing above her. So I don't know whether this lady has crossed over, has gone to spirit. But what I do see around you is I do see like a connection to spirit anyway. But this lady, she's the one that helped you, that guided you and everything else. But yeah, spirit, yours are more spiritual. Now you've got the Four of Pentacles and you are upside down. Something is going to happen that's going to turn you from this one to feeling like what's happening. I don't know whether you're having doubts about something to do with your spirituality. I don't know if, again, it's something to do, either this lady's not very well or she possibly could have crossed over. And I don't know whether you're having, how can I put it, like doubts about yourself. And you believe, it's not you doubt your beliefs, because you'll always, you know it, you know that spirituality side, you know the connection to spirit that you have, but it's like you feel a bit lost. You're not going to be lost for long. You are going to turn yourself back round, because your tree's still rooted, so you're just going to feel a little bit lost for a time. But then you are going to turn yourself back round, because your tree's spouting. And you know what? You know, sometimes it's okay to not be okay, kind of thing. Because I think sometimes everything in life can build up on us, and especially if you are as spiritual as what I think you are, and connected like you are, I think sometimes that can sort of like, you can get too wrapped up in that and forget yourself, because you put others and everybody first, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's just to watch for that bit, my lovely. But everything will be all right, because like I say, your tree's still in the ground. You're still very, very grounded. You've still got all your beliefs, but I just think things might just get a little bit too much for you, and you might just need to like just cocoon yourself off and take time for yourself. For the last card, you've got Death. So again, this card for me relates to all these, because you've got the Death, which is, to me, I'm going to take as the spirits around you. Again, you're the one that's cocooned in tree. You can see Death, and I can see spirits that are around you. I think they're around you quite a lot. But basically, this is just saying all what we've said here. Where you've cocooned yourself in your tree, this is you. This is that. But again, your tree's grounded. You're going to be rescued, kind of thing. But I think you're going to be rescued by spirit itself, if that doesn't sound daft. But I think something spiritual is going to get you back out of this, whatever's going off here. I do think this is more to do with this. But yeah, but that's for you, love my family. I hope that was okay. I've dropped my pen. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm sure he's really grateful to have you there with him. I can only say that times in life overcome it enough. Or I'll have to read back in chat after I've done. Oh, bless. Thank you, love my family. Next. Oh. Loretta. Are you in chat, my lovely? Don't picture mean any difference from right way up pictures. To some it does, to some it doesn't. To me, it's just a different way of reading card. It just shows me a different insight to what the card reading means. Some people don't do upside down cards. But lol, no, you haven't. Lol, sorry, you're next. Number 6. Lol, sorry, I didn't see your name down there. Lol, can I have a number from you, my lovely? I do apologise. Katia? Have I got that right, Katia? Marvellous. Thank you, Katia. So, could you give me a number, my lovely lady? That's a lovely name, that name. Yeah, I just need you to give me a number that's like special to you, or that's got a special meaning to you, a special connection. It could be your date, just the day you were born. It could 111. Thank you very much. So you passed, my lovely. You've got the 6 of Swords. So just give me a minute. I feel around you, my lovely. I think you were brought up. I'm going to say in a strict upbringing. And there's definitely people around you that like really dug deep to hold you back from I don't know, not growing up, but moving on. It were like, I get a feeling that you had to. Their opinions were always right. Yours weren't like counted for. I feel that you dreamed of always leaving, because I can see you there dreaming. So whether you're dreaming actually of I think you're dreaming about getting out of this situation that you're in. Whatever situation you was in, your dream was to get out of it. I do think the 6 is very relevant. I think there was 6 things or 6 people around you from your past that were trying to hold you back. But you always had this dream of getting out. You weren't going to be trapped in a situation. You were going to actually get out of that situation and free yourself. I do feel that there's somebody who you wanted to follow, who you loved, because I don't know if you can see it, but in top of card above that bird, there's the hearts. And I feel that somebody that you were close to, they left, and I think you wanted to follow, and I think you were stopped by following them. I think you, yeah, yeah, you would definitely stop. And like I said, I think there was 6 round job, but I do feel that this person who left, it were like, if you can see, you've got a blue heart, and it were like once this left, it were like not your heart went cold, but it were like a broken one. You felt very, I'm gonna say sad. There were sadness to do with this person leaving, but you wanted to go with that person. Next card is your Two of Cups. I think even now, I think you're in a situation where I think you could be you're still in this kind of situation, my lovely. I don't think you've actually flown yet. I don't think you've followed your heart and followed where you need to be. I think you are still being held back, and I'm going to say there's going to be 4. And I don't think you're on your own in a situation. I think there's you and somebody else. And I'm going to say in the home or in the family, but there's 2 of you that just want to escape. Not, and I don't mean escape as in escape, but like escape the situation, escape this. You do this when you're told and blah 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 and all that. Do you know what I mean? Children should be seen and not heard. But I feel that whether that's how you still feel, you might not be in that situation, but it's how you still feel that saying children should be seen and not heard. And I think that's relating again, going back to past. But do you know what? You are breaking out of this relationship. Your wings are down here and you are ready to come through these gaps and come out, and you're just going to fly around them and you're just going to fly. In fact, you both are, because you've got your 2 butterflies. I think the other person with you is either younger or you're the youngest of the 2. Because you've got a small one and a big one. So you're either younger of the 2 or you're the eldest of the 2. But as soon as the eldest and you make that decision, you're gonna do this together. It's gonna be something that you're gonna do together, my lovely. Your future. So you've got the 2 of Wands. So I feel he's left that blooming thing on. So for your future, I feel that you're gonna feel like you're gonna be on a really rocky road. Like it's like a world you don't know. You don't know what path you're on. You're like, see, you've got a lot of sticks coming with you. But do you know what? You've got people waiting here for you. You're not alone because you've still got that person with you. There's still somebody with you. But I do feel like you feel that you're on this road alone. That what's come from what's going off here, you're going to feel like you're on a lonely road and that you're on your own, and you're not on your own. You've just not got to stray off that path. You've just got to keep down the middle. Don't cut corners, because if you start cutting corners, you're going to start spilling things, and you're going to start. You've got to have no regrets. You've got to have no regrets. But just keep following that road, because you know at the end of that road, there's a whole new garden. I know they're saying the grass isn't greener on the other side, but believe me, the grass is a lot greener on the other side, my lovely. So your last card, we've got the 9 of Swords. So you can see the turmoil around you here. And again, this is linking back to your first card that we talked about. You can see the faces of the people that are holding you back. There's one more. There's a very, very strong one. And the others are like, follow my leader. So whatever this one says, the others like, follow suit. You've got your swords here, so you are going to cut yourself free. You are going to go. You're going to get that courage to come away from that situation. Maybe even, when you get to this point, maybe it's this. This is the one where you're going to find on your path. But to find this love, you've got to stay on that path and not step off, because this is where they are. They're in the grass is greener side. And yeah, and again, you can see green in card. So to me, it's telling you, it's saying the grass is greener, but it's going to be a struggle, my lovely. I don't think it's going to be an easy path, because it's definitely not. But you're going to have to do quite a lot of thinking and decide what you want to do here. And whatever choice you make here is going to lead you down different paths. But like I said, stay on the middle path and follow your heart, because you're still hurting. Whatever in your heart was broken there, you're still hurting by it here. So you've got to listen to your head and not your heart, at this point when you're coming to move away. But definitely something to think about, my lovely. That one was yours, Kahita. I hope that makes sense to you, my lovely. I rarely say a word for years. Now low vibration. I'm lost in chat anyway. Loretta, my lovely, could I have a card number, please? Is Loretta in? 20. So you're past, my lovely. So again, in your past, you had a lot weighing you down. You did have your wings, and I think you were ready to fly before you could walk, kind of thing. And you were definitely on a path. You were definitely going down a path. Now there's faces hiding behind the trees. So it's like these are calling to you. These are calling to you to go down that path. Because I don't think you would have gone down that path, because I think you was okay. Things weren't 100% okay around you at the time, but I think without these extra people, like saying, nah, come, whatever, they sort of like led you away. Because you were very confident. I'm going to say not confident, but you were like, you had a lot of self-belief about yourself. I think you had a lot of, I think you were a strong person. But again, there were two paths. There were this path where you could fly, and then there were this path. And you made the choice of one of these two paths. And this one, I think you was led away where this path were a free path. So you definitely made a choice when you were younger, on which path you were going to go down. But again, you were carefree. You were like, but there were a lot of things here happening around you that made you do the choice you did. But I still think that you was quite a strong character. Not strong, headstrong, into it when you do what you want to do. Yeah. Nobody could tell you what you wanted to do. You were going to do what you were going to do. And yeah, I think that's where you were. So I think you had a choice of two paths. You had this path and that path. And it were a path, which ones you decided to take down. This one were more traumatic, not traumatic. This one were more surrounded by people and sort of like led you away. This one, in a way, I looked at it like me. You know, when I was younger, I had two choices what I wanted to do in a certain situation. I always chose the wrong choice. And I feel that that was the situation you was in. You felt that you were doing the right choice at the time, even though you knew, all right, it might be a bit naughty, you know, but it was like once you were in, you couldn't pull yourself back to get to this one. Your future, present, sorry. So the present where you are now. I'm not going to talk about your health because I do know that you do have health problems, but obviously I can see that you do. But on this card, I feel that you've come such a far way from being this person to this person. I still feel like you've got things going off around you. I feel like there's people still hiding in the background of here. Not these people, not these ones from here. But I feel like there's things happening around you to do with I'm gonna say two people. I'm gonna say two because to me it's like on both sides. So for two. But you know what? Your feet are grounded, and as much as you think that you can't do it, you can do it. You're such a strong person because that's who you was. You was that strong person. And you can do it. You just again you've got to it's like just letting it all go. Let everything go. Because once you let it go, the weight's gonna be off and you're just gonna like float to the top. But there is something going around with something going off with you around two people. I'm just looking what that one is. And there's somebody hiding in the background. I think this person is going to step forward. I think they're like watching you from the background, but not actually making contact or being round you, but they're watching you. I do think once you're ready, this person will step forward for you. But there's definitely two hiding. There's one showing, and I think this one is this one's going to come and they're just waiting for you to be ready. I think they're waiting for that strength to come back or for the shock of what's happening to like sink in and say, right, I'm ready, kind of thing. But definitely, and I know you suffer with your legs through health wise, and I know you suffer with your back and everything else, and I can see that in cards, but I'm just not going to read that part, my lovely, because I don't think that's fair because it's something that yeah. So your future card. So I tell you something, your future is looking bright. It's looking orange. So for your future, whoever this person is going to bring a smile onto your face. The other two are still going to be hiding here, but you're going to get your confidence back. You are going to be the stronger person. You're not going to be this person. You're going to be this. And this is where you're getting yourself to. Like I said, the other two are going to always be in the background for the time being. Probably a little bit of sniping coming from these two in that background. But this one here, this one is going to make the smile. Definitely. Just keep away. Try and keep these two at a distance still because you're not ready or the situation is not the right time for these two. Definitely this one, but these two, no. You've got your sticks, so you're still actually guarding, and it's like you're hitting them off. So for me, you're not ready for these two, aren't ready yet. Whether you're not ready, they're not ready, but they still like chomping at bit, they still like sniping. So your overall card, my lovely lady, again, is that relief. It's like from this to this to this, it's like that huge release, that huge weight's being lifted off your shoulder. I feel at times you give yourself a hard time for choices or decisions that you made. But do you know what? We all make these decisions. We all have regrets, if you know what I mean. And as I said, we should never regret anything, because we wouldn't be the people we are today if we had regrets, if we didn't do something. It might not always be the right thing at the time, but it all works out in the end. And I think that's what this sigh of relief is. The sigh of relief relates to this card and this card. It's just like, I can finally be myself. I can finally let it all go. I can finally just whatever. But that's what I'm getting for you at the minute, my lovely. So that one's yours, my lovely Loretta. So next, who? Wonder Woman, are you in chat? I'm just going to read through some names, and if anybody's in chat, please put, because your names have been on this list before. ETA was John and Lindsay. Yeah, Lisa, ETA is only me and John, my lovely.
Yeah, Chris had put about, did anybody hear Disembodied Voice on his live last night? Chris put.
Oh, no.
And she thought he meant.
Oh, right. No, yeah, no.
Only was investigating, but there's our A team as well.
Yeah, then we've got his A team.
That are ETA.
Which are ETA. We've got his ETA family, but it's me and John that are ETA, if you know what I mean. But we couldn't be ETA without all you guys joining in the ETA family. It's very confusing, very confusing. Right, so I'm going to read some names out. If your name's on the list, please just say yes. So I've got Carol Owens. Amy McCann's not on. Laura Moulton. Lily Kelly. Bonzam. Grace Doyle. Steph Green's not on. Donald Haynes isn't on. Amelia's not on. Mandy Renton. Tanya Chandler. Leanne's not on. Ace Akbone. Courtney Mellor. Sorin. Kaz. Jahasmine. Joe Mike. Afternoon Simon. Angel Crystal. Helen King. No, it's not just ETA. We're ETA family, no fans. It's family, not fans, my lovely. Tanya. Wonder Woman. Nigel Ratcliffe. Elaine Taylor. Haneen. Dawn. Reeves.
Fifi's here.
Julie. Lorraine Mears. Gemma Newton. Chastity. C.A. Homewood. I've just done Lols. And Martin's Happy Place. I think Martin's in or was in. Dawn Reeves is in. Woo, lovely, my lady. So Dawn's my number 8. I've got 2 more to do. Or 2 more to find. Dawn, do you want to give me a number, my lovely? Mama Cass.
Mama Cass, yeah. That's number 9. Martin's Happy Place.
And Martin.
Yeah. That's
Martin is 10. What number did Dawn give me? Did Brett just put his name down?
No, but I think Brett put 9 for
Dawn number 4. Get down, dog.
Martin. Oh, he did. He did put his name down.
Right, so I'll put 11. I'll do Brett last.
Pardon?
Right, Dawn, my lovely lady. I'm gonna have to pass it you back because Brett's name needs writing on there.
Simon wants to know if you do online bingo as well.
Yeah, I can do online bingo, Simon. Brett's Num wants putting on there. Brian Mack wants his name adding. So
Brian Mack.
Yeah.
That's 12, isn't it then?
No, I'll do Brian's on next one. Brett's going to be my last one because otherwise I'll be too tired. Right then, my lovely Dawn. Let's see what we've got for you, my lovely. So, Tempress. Look at you, you cheeky Tempress. So, Dawn, let's have a look at this card. Interesting. Now, I don't know if it was you on a pedestal or right. So I see you as a little bit as a joker, a little bit of a free spirit kind of person. Again, you've got that birth. So there's definitely a girl and a boy related to you from your past. I think you were quite happy as a child. I think your childhood was quite, I'd say, were quite okay. You didn't have your feet on the floor, and you was definitely I think you were just a regular girl, Dawn. But I do feel that there was a girl and boy close to you, or with you at all times, like your little groupie gang or whatever you used to call yourselves, or possibly brother and sister, but definitely a male and a female with you. I do think you, like I said, I think you just went through your younger years as just a normal, happy upbringing. I don't think there was anything really. I think you tried your hand at anything you could. You definitely weren't afraid of danger. Nothing could. Nobody could. You're not changing for nobody. You're you, my lovely. But from your I think you just had like just a normal, happy-go-lucky upbringing. Like I said, there's a male and a female around you. But yeah, apart from that, whether at times, sometimes you were scared to take that leap because like you're balancing, so you could have took more chances in doing certain things, but you were quite happy to where you were. But maybe I'm not going to say lacked self-belief because I think you're quite a confident person, but I think at times you were like scared to step off, scared of change, scared of anything changing, my lovely.
Have you done LOL?
I've done LOL, yeah.
Right, number 6.
9 of Wands is your next card. So at the minute, what I see around you is a lot of chaos, my lovely. I think there's quite a lot of chaos going around you. And I think this is like one of your worst fears, because I think here, it will like your safe place to step off. This is what you were fearing if sort of like you like stepped off the path or stepped off where you was. I think you're fighting a couple of battles. Not necessarily with is it with yourself? I think it's with yourself and others. But you're a fighter, you're a strong person, and whatever it is, you're pushing it away. You're like getting right to the point of what's going off around you. You're not taking no prisoners, whatever you're doing, Dawn, because you're just going straight out middle, and it's like enough's enough. But that were like kind of person you sort of were anyway. You were always straight to the point, kind of. We didn't mince your words. And I think that's what you're doing now in the situation that you're in, my lovely. But there is quite a lot of arguing or something, definitely. But it's like a splitting. It's like a split. So it could be as like a splitting family. I mean, I've got 3 kids, and it's like if one kid says one thing, one says another, and another says, "Oh, do I agree with?" So it's like that kind of split. But it's like, no, you're not having any of it. You're going straight down middle, and you're putting a stop to whatever's happening. You're taking no prisoners, my lovely. Yeah, definitely taking no prisoners, and I do think this is family related now. I think this is something going off in family, and I think there is that split, like I said. But this is like your worst nightmare to ever happen, because you like everything like peaceful, go lucky. You don't do the arguments, you don't do the drama. Like I said, you just had that, like, not perfect upbringing, because nobody has a perfect upbringing, I don't think. There's always things going off, but you had a good upbringing, and your worst nightmares just happened. And I do think it's more family related, because in this card, in your future, it shows peace and serenity between everybody. I don't know if you can see it, Dawn, but it's like you're handing down the cup. They're very grateful for having it. Everybody's cup's waiting in line. You're getting ready to swish. Do you know where it is? Do you know, I call me Nanan. What do I call me Nanan? She's
Can't
like
see it
the
online.
no, she's like the martyr of the family, isn't she, me Nanan? Nobody crosses me Nanan.
She's like,
I can't think of what it is. She's not a martyr. She's head of family. She's the head of the family. Nobody messes with me Nanan. She's 93-year-old. Nobody messes with the lady. But that's why I feel like you're here. You've become the matriarch. You've become like the peacemaker as such. And everybody's in line. So this is gonna end. You are gonna put an end to it. Peace will be restored in the home, and everybody's just going to be back in line and fall in line, my lovely. So yeah, so on this card you've got the Wheel of Fortune, and again it just says everything that these cards have just said. You can see there you are at the beginning, happily going around on your Wheel of Fortune. You can see then things are jumping on to cause this kind of chaos. I don't even know if it's arguments, but there's definitely chaotic and a divide. You can see it there in the cards, the divide. But then you can also see you, like, this is you with the tail look, similar tail to what you've got there. You're just going to flick them off and put them all back in the place, my lovely. So that's what I've got for you, my lovely Dawn. I hope that makes sense to you, my lovely.
Mama Cass.
Mama Cass, do you want to give me a number? I'm just going to take a 2-minute break. I've got to have a drink. Was that reading all right for you, Dawn, my lovely? Mama Cass, do you want to give me a number? 7. I take it you understood, Dawn, what I was saying then. Thank you, my lovely lady. Mama Cass, number 7. Go on. Bless you, Dawn. I hope it all makes sense to you. Thank you, Bill. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3. Yeah, they are 3.
3. They are free. All my readings are free. So you passed, my lovely. So, right, Mama Cass. Do you know, I think in your past, again, you're weighted down. You're holding things close to your chest, which I think
You kept a lot to yourself. You didn't speak out. You didn't let people know what were going on around you.
Closed off.
Yeah, you were like closed off. John finds words what I'm trying to say. But you were like closed off. But I think you felt like you got so much weighing you down, it was untrue. I think you did stay. I think you did fall off that path, and you did drop a couple of things on the way. But you know what? Again, you've got that new life starting, and I think that's what your focus was on. I think your focus was on this new life, and it was like, just get me there, just get me there. But yeah, there's definitely you so weighed down, my love, like, and holding things so close to your chest. So your next card, again, you've got your Two of Cups. That were Two of Wands. Now you've got your Two of Cups, and this is where you are now. I feel that at the minute you feel very isolated. You're like hanging on in there, but you are very isolated. There's possibly 3 people that you trust. One's a bit closer than the rest. But these 3 people are around you. But there's like one person, you know, like when you say, I trust somebody with my life, I think this is that one person. But I think you brought a lot of your, you've not let go of this yet. You've got so much to let go of in your past, that you need to let go, because what should have been the nice, not the nice, but what should have been the new life has followed you. It's like you've got to let it go. You've got to let go of whatever baggage was in your past, Mama Cass. You've just got to let it go and start opening yourself up. You've got to start talking. You've got to start being honest to yourself, because you can't go back to this person, which I don't think you're going to, because I can see again that the cup's opening up. So you are slowly releasing this, but I think it's still a lot of hurt and upset, I think, from this that you carried, that's still with you now. I'm not saying you carried it forward, but I think certain things happen when we're younger, and it's hard to let that go and move on. So here you've got your 9 of Swords, and again, this is the future. So you're going to feel like you're in a whirlwind. You've definitely got to start opening up and speaking out, because you don't want to live, you can't live like this. You don't want to live like this. You want to live open and free. But I think you need to take time out for yourself at the same time, because your future is just showing you surrounded by lots of things going off, and it's too much. It's going to be too much for you, and you're going to go back here, and you don't want to go back here, Mama Cash. You've got to open yourself up. You've got to start talking. Trust these 3 people around you and start talking and opening up. And this might not even happen, because this is a future card. So your future changes daily. It's what we do now is what's going to change these if we need to change anything. But you've really got to open up to these 3 people. Take that one person in who you trust the most and start there, and then bring the others in, because these are really, really trying to turn you around. Look, you've got one coming in that way, you've got one coming in that way, and they just want to go and turn you around. You know, it's not, you know, like when somebody's hysterical and you'll say slap them in the face. I'm not saying they want to slap you in the face, but it's like they want to jolt you, like give you electric shock into like, stop, just let it all go, because otherwise it's just going to keep with you. And nobody wants all that with them. So you really, really do need to look at making some changes, my lovely lady. Your overall card, there you go, you've got your 6 of swords. So again, you can see you in the middle. You can see where you was, got all your baggage. You can see that flight path, and that, again, you've got your hearts. That's these people around you here that are trying to pull you and trying to get you to turn around, because what they're showing you here is, and what this card's showing you is, you can change that to this. You can change yourself back up and standing. You're always going to have certain memories you can't let go of, but you've got to put them to rest. Whatever it is, you've got to put them to rest, my love, and you've got to start learning to trust and let these people in. So that's yours, Mama Cass, my lovely lady.
Martin's happy place. Can he give you number 9?
Oh, he's give me number 9. Right, I'm just going to have a puff on my e-cig, wait for Mama Cass. Yes,
Make
see, I
sure
can't let
Martin's
things
still in.
I control it all. If my stress levels go up too much, I can't breathe. So my problems can make things way worse. Love you too, Mama Cass. I hope that made some sense to you.
Martin, if you're still in.
Martin, are you still in, my lovely? I don't think Martin's in.
Give him a minute.
They've only got to type. Yeah, it's quick finger, trigger fingers. I'll have another drink of tea. Martin's happy place. Are you here? If not, I'll do Brett, and then Martin will have to go on to tomorrow's. Not tomorrow's, the next reading I do. Right, Bretty, what number are we having?
Is there?
Oh, Martin's here, 9. Sorry, Brett, you're going to have to hang 5, but you both picked 9, so that's easy. I'm here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right, just going to have a puff on my e-cig. Telling you, this is so mentally draining, it's untrue. Give me a chance to have a quick smoke. Go on then, Brett, I'll let you off. Right, Martin. So you've got the 4 of Wands in your past. So again, with this card, I'm going to say that you were very close. Again, I'm going to say to a lady, I think you were very close to either your mom or your nan, because they're the 2 lady figures. But then again, it could be aunt, because some people could be aunt. So I'm going to say a female member at family. I think you were very, very close to. I think you were very protective over this lady. I'm not going to say there's like you're from a family of wealth, but you definitely didn't struggle for money when you were younger. And I think this lady made sure of that. And she seems such a beautiful lady. She got such a good presence about her. And I don't know if you can see, but you can see that heart of gold. She had a heart of gold big enough to help anybody. But I think you were really, really protective over this lady, and possibly still are. But I think this lady learnt you quite a lot in life. I think she learnt you the true meaning of being a gentleman kind of thing. Because I think she showered you with so much love. I think it were oozing out of your ears. And we just actually go out on a limb and say, I think you were a spoilt one. I think this lady spoilt you, but I think as you grow up, you really did idolize this lady in your past, Martin. But like I said, you weren't without a bob or two, because I can see obviously you've got the big house down at the bottom. So I am going to say that you were quite the family was quite well off, my lovely. You didn't struggle financially. Now your future. Right. So at the minute, I think, again, I think you've got, I think your world's just been turned upside down. And I think you don't know which way to go. And I think this is more on a personal level to you. Something's happened around you, and it's like knocked you off your horse. So it's like knock your duck off, as I say. And it's causing you yourself quite a lot of upset, but I feel you're hiding this from others. I don't think you've told anybody or spoke to anybody about what's knocked your duck off. I'm not saying it's something serious, and I'm not saying it's something trivial, but something's happened and it's like, whew, just like knocked wind out of you. But I do think you need to speak to others. You've got faces around you, so it's not like you've got to deal with this on your own. You can talk to other people. But I think you're one of these that, like, because this lady brought you up to be a gentleman, you put your problems on back burner, and it's like everybody else's problems matter, and you feel like you have to keep things like inside you. And it's not that people won't listen to you, but it's like you've been seen as the strong one. So if you break, it's like a domino effect. Everybody else breaks. But that's not going to happen, because these people are quite strong because they've been around you. So the strength they've gained from you, from this lady. And again, I think I'm not going to say, like I said, I don't know if it's serious or minor or whatever it is, but really, please open up and talk to somebody, because even if it's just to get it off your chest and have it out in open, as if to say, right, it's out there now, it's done with, let's move on, kind of thing. And this is your future card. So again, on your future card, I don't think your future, I don't think you're going to open up as much as what I think you're going to open up a little bit, but you're not going to spread your wings, and you're just going to, I feel what you're going to do is you're going to play it down to what it actually is. I think this could be something really significant to you, this. It really, really is. And I think you're just going to play it down. You're going to play it down, and I think it's going to affect your future if you do. I think you really need to open them wings and expand and really, really talk about it, because you don't want whatever this is causing issues for you in future. Just because you're a man doesn't mean that you have to be the strong one all the time. Other people around you are very, very strong. But you do need to open you do really need to talk. So please, please, please talk. Overall card again. So yeah, this is relating back to these two cards, and it's just showing that turmoil. Small steps, one step in front of the other. And again, talk to somebody. Whatever the problem is, you think it's bigger than what it actually is. Because yeah, I think you could be overthinking something. So I think you've got to talk to somebody, because you need to get yourself out of that and back to the Emperor, because that's who you are. And just because you're opening up doesn't mean you're not this person. But yeah, but that's what I get for you, my lovely. I hope that makes sense for you. Was that all right for you, Martin, my lovely? Sam, hello. And Brett wants number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Love chatting with Lindsay and John. Makes me laugh and smile, not loaf.
She's no good at
Predictive
baking.
spelling.
She's no good at baking.
I'm no good at baking.
You ever seen that advert where they make bread and duck sinks?
Now, Brett, you can't read your own cards, and I mean read them in the way you read them, so you have to take note of what I'm saying. Hold that feeling. But yeah, Martin, if you could just give me a little bit of feedback, my love, like whether you take it or you can't. I'd rather be honest, my love. I can't read for myself off my own cards. Because I question everything that I'm saying to myself, and I don't know whether I put that thought into my own head, if you know what I mean, Brett. I read these. So your first card, you've got the Ace of Wands. So again, I'm going to say in the past, Brett, I think you was a very relaxed kind of person. But you know what? I think you had that one. You were like a looker. You're a watcher. That's what you are, Brett. You're a watcher. And by watcher, I mean you take everything in. And you know what? I think sometimes you take too much in that your brain goes into overdrive. I do think at times your mind ran off with the fairies. I'm going to say, I don't think it was close. I think this is like a fairy. I think your mind like wandered, but you really, really was like a watcher and a learner. I think you were somebody that people come to if they needed help. I do think you have got, I have to say it because to me it's a nature card. So to me, you're very connected to Earth. But I think you have been from a very young age. But you would have, like I said, Brett, I think you used to do a lot of watching, a lot of learning. I think you're quite a wise person for your age. So you were like older for your age than what you are. You know, like when people used to say, oh, he's been on this earth before him. I think that's the kind of person, that's the kind of things I think people would have said to you. But yeah, you definitely do take everything in. I think sometimes you I think you absorb that much that sometimes your brain is the mess up there. Because it's like you're bursting with information and there's nowhere for it to go. That's what I feel like with this card. I do feel a connection to the spiritual side because obviously you've got these going up into what I'm going to call your dream clouds. But like I said, I think sometimes you were like away with the fairies, as the saying goes. You had a very because you knew what do you call it when somebody's mind's like imaginative. I think you'd also got a very good imagination, and yeah, and that's what I get from that card.
He's got a dirty mind.
He's got a dirty mind. You've got the King of Swords here. Again, I think you hide things. I think sometimes you hide behind the mask because the reality is possibly sometimes too much. It's like I'm trying to think how to put it. It's like me in a way. I call it Lindsay's bubble. But it's like sometimes I think you sometimes section yourself away from people as well. You like your own company. You're not one to like if there were a party going off, Brett, I think you'd be like you don't want to be center of attention kind of thing.
Is it what they used to call a wallflower?
I think that's going back to his past. I think that was when you were like not a wallflower as such, but like you like you know, like when you watch people, like I'm a people watcher, you know, like if you go to like Meadowhall, I could sit in Meadowhall all day and watch world go by. Brett's a bit like me in that sense of like people watching and curtain twitchers, as I call them, you know, them that like look at everything going off. But that's what I get from that card. But I think that either something's happened to you, Brett, because you definitely like cocooned yourself off from everything. It's like you're protecting, you like protecting your heart a little bit, I think. It's like you've got, normally I'd say that dagger is to like cut open and like spread your wings. For you, I feel it's like, not you're ready to stab somebody is the wrong word, but it's like you're
I'm
always,
not working with him.
it's like you're always waiting for the negative to happen
That's good.
rather than the positive outlook on life, if you get what I mean. But even though you're a positive person and you're jolly and you come across, I think sometimes that can be like a mask, because you don't let nobody close enough to see the real you, kind of thing. So it's like that barrier's built up for whatever reason. You've built that barrier up, my lovely. And that's what I get from that one. For your future card, again, you've got I can't even read that one. Oh, God. That one. Hierophant. Never even heard of that one. But from this one, Hierophant.
Oh, just put it in chat.
I can't see it. It's gone on finger. Hierophant. Well, I didn't know what that was, but there we go. We learned something. This is a card I've never had out. So on this one, again, you're still gonna. Do you know, Brett? You keep yourself very closed off. I think your personal life and your personal anything around you is like you can't touch this. And I see that's how you're going in the future. You've got new people coming in, but you're like, it's not that you're above them, but I think sometimes people might think you are above them, but you're not. You just actually like you're watching them, because I think like to do with this card, it's that trust, it's that scared of being hurt all over again kind of thing. And I think that's why you're like you are. But like I said, we do watch people, but you just need to start letting people in, coming back down and letting people in. And I'm not saying you've got to let everybody in, because you haven't, but you sort of like, can you see this part here, Brett? You've got like letting a little bit go, but you just need to bring it back down further and let people in, let them get close to you, Brett, because not everybody's going to hurt you. And it's back. You've got to start building that trust up to what went off with these two. Your overall, you've got your King of Wands. So there you are, mate. You sat in your throne. But this is just showing that for me, this is where you was when you was back here. And it's not that you were king, but you were quite content there. Something happened to you, so you sort of like built that brick wall up around yourself. You're going to start allowing people back in and letting that trust flow, and it's all going to be good. Obviously, there's no guarantees, Brett, that you're not going to get hurt again, but not everybody's the same. So it's just about letting them in and building trust. Maybe baby steps, but definitely building that trust level, my lovely. That's what I got off yours, Brett, my lovely. I hope they make sense to you. Really good reading, Lindsay, and very accurate. Oh, really, Brett? I don't know, because Brett reads cards, so it's like when you read for another reader, it's like I find it like a little bit
intimidating.
Intimidating. So, how do I make this higher?
Not like that.
All right. How do I do it then? Like this one?
I don't think you can make it. Yeah, and then pull it up. Don't pull it out though. Not pull it too hard. That's as far as big as I think.
Really?
Tell you what, stand it on the table.
I know, that's what I'm going to do.
And lower it down.
Hang on a minute, guys. I've got your feet on my camera. Now I can't lower my camera. Oh, there you are. Oh, my camera's falling. Hang on, let me move candles before I set the house on fire. And then I can put this on there. Right. That's better. Now I miss what Brett's just said. Morning, Deborah, my lovely. Really good reading and very accurate. Well done, Linz. Was very impressed as Brett has been one of the best readers. I was impressed as Brett has been one of best readings I've had. Right, Brett's read you, Mama Cass. That's what, yeah. That's right, good. Are you coming on camera now? You've put your feet on me.
I'm just up here.
He's going to stop there. So I hope everybody enjoyed the readings. And like I say, if you can leave me comments in on the video when it's posted, would be muchly appreciated. I feel like I've got a right hot flush now. You know, from doing it. Brett, I don't know, Brett, don't you do this for like 2 hours? Oh, look at those toes. They were only on for a second. Nobody saw your feet. I didn't mean to turn camera. You did great, Lindsay. I'm well impressed, babe. I'll have to keep coming. Oh, bless. Thank you, Mama Cass. Yeah, normally. I don't know how you do it, Brett, for 2 hours. I mean, well, actually, I've done it for 2 hours. 1 hour 56 doing 10 readings. Oh, my God. It's like, no, 11 readings, weren't it? Yeah, 11. It's like my brain's fried.
Even more fried than usual.
But no, bless. Thank you, everybody, for allowing me to read your cards. I'm quite getting. I look forward to doing these readings. Like for the last couple of times, I've been like a nervous wreck before we've started, and I'm like saying to John, my nerves. You'll feel mentally knackered at the end and parched. I know, I do. Yeah, I do need a drink. I'm gonna have a puff on me cig though. Cheers, Scotty, my lovely. But yeah, do get dry mouth, don't you? How excited! But no, no, I'm getting into this reading malarkey. I enjoy doing it actually. I don't even know how I managed to read these cards. So if somebody said to me, "Can you tell me how you do it?" I can't explain how I do it. It's just how my head perceives. It's just how my head perceives the cards, which makes it slightly different, I think, because it's not about the I don't look at is it pentacles for money? I don't even know what sword stands for. What else is the Brett? You've got your wands, and what's your others?
Pentacles.
Pure intuition. I don't think I could do it that long. I wanted to start, but feel I should practice more before going live with it. Spent a fortune on Oracle cards. Now I don't even want to make vids. Oh, you should do, Mama Cass. What I did first is all our moderators all got a reading because I daren't go live. It's not that I daren't go live. I was nervous in going live. So I just said to moderators, just can you give me a number? I don't even know if I told them I was doing a tarot reading. I just said, can you give me a number? Something that's relevant to you or whatever. And I did them a reading, and then I think Carol was the first one I sent one to. Carol was the first one. She weren't expecting it. Scotty, you were expecting it, weren't you? Did I put in chat that I was doing readings and you were my guinea pigs? But yeah, but that's how I just started Mama Cass. I just did it to people that I don't know a lot about, but it's people that I could have trusted. Not done tarot since youth. Do you know what? Last time I did it when I was in my 20s. I'm 45. I'm going to say 44 then. I remember I was sat on the bus reading it. But yeah, it's I ain't done it since my 20s, but I don't think my brain was ready to listen to the cards and what the cards were telling me. I think my brain, if I'd have done it then, I think it had just gone tits up, basically, because things that were happening in my life around the time when I was doing it, the tarot cards would not have been done for a wrong reason, but they just would it just wouldn't have been right. Whereas though now, I think now's the right time, and that's why I do them for nothing, because I just think if it helps somebody, then it helps somebody. I was 14 when I got my first egg. My dad wasn't impressed. LOL. His Catholic upbringing kicked in. Ooh, Brett. And how is he? Are you close to your dad now, or Lindsay knew nothing about me and she was spot on? No, I didn't, Wild Bill, and I'd only got Wild Bill to go on, so it's not like I don't even think we were friends on Facebook. So there was no way that you can, because you just, the thing is with some of these cards, you don't open up to people about what's being said on cards. These are things only I think that you personally know, because it's not something you'd plaster all over social media anyway, some of it. Playing cards were developed from the tarot. Oh, Brett, I never knew that. My nan read with playing cards. Wow. Is that because, like, your hearts, your clubs, and everything else, they all had different meanings? I've never seen layout the way you do it, Linz, but I like it. I just got showed. Actually, I didn't get showed. That's just the way I've just decided to do it. The way I got showed when we went to the spiritual meeting, when I went to Spiritualist Church and I did all the workshops to do with them, what they used to do is they'd like give you one card, or what they'd do is they give you the deck of cards. You had to let the other person shuffle them. They'd pass them you back, and then you'd like spread card. They'd pull one card out, and I pulled the devil out. Great card for me, that, isn't it? And then what we'd have to do is we'd have to read what we got off that card about this stranger in front of us, and if they could relate to what. So you like read the card as a story, and it's like certain things you can relate to in your own life, so you can do it like that, or but yeah, and that's how we. But it was like I did it on a couple of weeks running. Jalala, I hope I've pronounced your name right, my lovely. You can ask any questions, my lovely. If I do it with a person present, they shuffle, split stack into 3, reverse one of the stacks, then put back together in any order. See, mine are all mixed, Brett. All mine are mixed. Some are upside down, some are right way. So that's why I do it on the number. It's the number you give me, I shuffle. But I don't, if like you give me 15, then I don't give 15 shovels. I break it down. Why do some of them cards have Roman numerals and some do not? I'm not sure, Brian. I think it's just the design of these Pauline tarots. I think they just me too, please. Sarah, are you asking to go on list, my lovely?
That's a question, I think. She wants to ask.
Oh, yeah. If anybody's got any questions, just pop them into chat. And if I don't spot them, John will spot them and just tell them make questions. This is actually a very pretty deck. Oh, cheers, Brett. John, what John did, because you have to pick your own cards. So what John did is John got me, because obviously I don't go out that often I don't go around shops anyway. But John got me online and he says, pick which deck that you think you could read. And these were ones that they were just like a few pictures, and I said I wanted these ones. But the illustration on them, I mean it's gorgeous. I mean, look at that one. You know, that one. I just love them. I just love these cards so much. I will. Hyman, contact me soon. Thank you so much. My ex-boyfriend, his mum was a Wiccan and she gave me her cards. Wow. Yes, I wrote my question. Sarah wrote a question. Can you see Sarah's question? How long do you suggest between readings? I'd
Mm.
probably say about 4 to 6 weeks.
Will my ex come back to me? He's a Leo, thanks.
Couldn't answer that for you, my lovely lady. It's not at tarot's work, unfortunately. Hey, I'm new. Welcome. Valentina. Pull a card and see if you can answer the question. I can't, because I wouldn't like to say, because if it was something that I read in card that wasn't, I could do more damage than good. So they're not questions that, even if I did a question reading, they're not questions that I'd answer, because I think sometimes people can take what we say to heart, and I think it's like when you go to some mediums and they'll say to you, your husband's having an affair. You'll go home, you could divorce and he's not having an affair. Do you know? And I just think sometimes we even with tarots, I think if it's not done properly, and I don't know if Brett will agree with me. Oh, bless you, Jalella, thank you. I think Brett will agree with me. If it's not done right and it's done in a wrong way, you could actually cause somebody a lot of hurt. I've done them since I was 14. I'm now 50. You have, Brett, my lovely.
Yeah.
You have. And when you do your readings Sunday night, don't you, Brett? Sunday night. And how do they get on your list, Brett? Have you got a list that you put them on, or is it just first come, first served in chat?
His glamorous assistant.
Gemma agrees with me. Thanks, Gems, my lovely. You what?
I think his glamorous assistant in chat to make a list.
One perception can't be right every time. No, it can't. But I think, unfortunately, Mama Cass, I think some people would could use it just to cause issues. I think, if you know what I mean. Just first come, first serve. So above paranormal, my lovelies, he does his cards on a Sunday night, 9 o'clock till, well, he's on 9 while 12, but I think he does the readings 9 while 11, and then it's a chit chat afterwards. So
learn about dogging.
We'll learn about dogging. Oh dear. But welcome to all our new ETA family who are subscribing and ringing the bell. And don't forget, join us on Facebook. I'm sure Chris will share me the link for the Facebook group, or Scotty, or Gemma, or Carol, or I don't know who else is mods today, because I've not had my eyes on chat. Joanne. I'm sure one of our lovely lot will share. But like I said, I forgot what question were earlier. But it is like, this is more like a family. We don't do drama. Everybody respects each other. Even if we're in a chat and somebody comes in and you might not like that other person, if you want to stay, you have to be respectful. It don't mean you've got to get in full-blown conversations, but you do have to say hello. Or don't say hello, just get on with what you're doing yourselves. But that's how we work. Our moderators, because they've been with us from the beginning, and I know we've took a couple of new ones on over time, but even our moderators just know. They know what Amy and John want the chat and everything else going, and they're just on it. So this is why we don't get it, because people don't even comment. If there's something going off in chat, it's just left at moderators and nobody gets involved, so nobody's calling anybody else. The moderators just get rid straight away. So that's it. We just concentrate on whether we're doing tarots or whether we're doing investigation, whether we're in Parashack, or whatever it is we're doing. Yeah, our mods are lovely, aren't they, Dawn? But then again, so are our ETA family. All of you are absolutely lovely.
Even Brett.
So much for having, even Brett, as John's just said. Thank you so much for having me, guys. It's been a pleasure to chat. I promise I'd never respond to any drama here. I tried to remove myself. That's it, Mama Cass. I mean, the thing is, you don't have to remove yourself, because if it's somebody else causing the drama, unfortunately, it's that person that would get timed out, and if it were bad enough, message deleted. It's not like an instant block, it's not like an instant ban, unless it's really, really bad, and our moderators are like, no, that's too much. They just put themselves in my head. Imagine that. They put themselves in my head and they go, what would Lindsay do? And then that's how they know, don't you, Carol? You're coming to my head.
What's Brett just put?
Piss off, John.
Piss off, John. Hey dear. Right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let you lovely lot get back to your lovely afternoon. I'm a mod without a spanner. We don't have mods without spanners, Dr. Villain. You're just as families, my lovely. But yeah, no, we do. We keep it all. It's all done. We don't concentrate on drama. We concentrate on us and what we're doing. Lovely afternoon. I'm normally still in bed. I know, Scott, you're awake early.
It's
I think
3 o'clock.
Steve's in bed. Steve will be in bed because he's New Zealand. I know Joanne is very fair, but I've seen no negative from John and Lindsay ever. I'm so happy. Oh, bless. Thanks, Mama Cass, my lovely. No worries, Dawn. And it's me that should say thank you for allowing me... Get rid of the smoke. It's me that should say thank you for allowing me to read for you all today. So thank you very much, my lovelies. And I won't go live ever on a Sunday at 9 o'clock doing tarot readings because I wouldn't do that to you, Brett. What?
We'll go
We'll go 1/4 No. Oh, nearly spilt your coffee.
See.
Although my phone. But no. Like I said, Brett's live on a Sunday night and he does some absolutely fantastic readings. So for those that want a reading, get into Brett's early, get your name down.
If they want to know if they're going to make it till Christmas.
If they want to know if they're going to behave.
That's what he says.
Oh, if they want to know if they're going to make it till Christmas, get in Brett's and go into Above Paranormals. Calm a hot coffee in his lap. But pop into Brett's on Sunday nights, Above Paranormal, and he does good readings. I think Huntress of the Unknown, Cassie. Again, she's over other side of country. She's in America. So Cassie's another one who I enjoy listening to tarots. Not been lucky to have one yet off her, but I'm sure I will do soon. It's just trying to get in chat at right time.
If they will make it to Christmas or not.
Oh dear, Brett. Right, I'm gonna let you go because I'm now gonna kick John out of my chair and get my arse back in my chair, finish watching my programs and chill out because not sure what we're doing tonight. I don't know if it's Parashack or whether John's and me's out on investigation. But it is a little bit too cold for me, so we shall see. We'll see on locations. So take care, my lovelies. Have a fantastic cup of... I'm going to say have a fantastic cup of tea then. That's because Brett put that in chat. I'm reading chat as I'm talking. Don't do that. I want to know if tarot reading is real or just for fun. Giella, put your name down, my lovely, and have a reading, and then you can see for yourself, my lovely lady. All depends on you as a person, and if you can take the information that comes from cards. But that's all I could say is just have a reading, and mine are free. Brett's are free. Cassie's are free. Huntress of the Unknown, Above Paranormal. They're all free readings that we do online. So, isn't it? So I'd just pop along to one of them and try and get a reading if you can. Right then, my lovely lot. Take care. We shall see you tonight. And, Brett, I don't know what you're doing tonight, whether you're live or not, but like I said, we'll be either in Parashack or we will be out on investigation. We'll see on the weather. Lindsay has been spot on for me. Thanks, Bill, my lovely. Laters all. See you later. Mwah. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good evening, afternoon, wherever you are in this beautiful world. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye-bye.